Hello guys, have you ever wondered that what if we could make factories in space and we could manufacture a finished product and send it to Earth for further processing and delivering to our home? So this is a thing now. Actually, a company called Varta Space is teaming up with Rocket Lab to put tiny factories into the orbit. So these factories will be around 120 kilograms and will produce high-tech items which could only produce on a zero gravity environment. So basically on Earth, if we want to produce such an environment, then it costs more than the actual price of manufacturing an item on a gravity based environment. So basically this is a small baby step towards a future orbital factories that could be of the size of International Space Station or bigger. So the roots of this kind of idea goes way back to 2013 when actually NASA announced that it was actually collaborating with a 3D printing company which will print some replacement machine parts, and it would be a kind of zero gravity printing experiment, and this was to be printed for some equipments to be used on International Space Station. So the first thing that was actually printed was a simple wrench that was needed to replace an astronaut's misplaced wrench, and it turned out to be a great experiment because first of all it demonstrated the advantages of being able to print very necessary items immediately and on site rather than being required to first communicate to Earth for sending up the item and then taking a lot of time to actually send that particular item, and also because it was saving a huge amount of money, because if you want to send a simple computer or any kind of satellite anything, so it costs minimum of $5,000 per kilogram. But once if we are able to make finished product from raw in the space only, then we can actually shrink the costs of these all processes to a very tiny amount. Also, one of very interesting advantage to manufacturing space was that it is one of the greatest ideas and an industry that has not been yet touched. So it is a great opportunity for many investors as well who want to invest in such a great idea. So coming to the main question that why can't we do it here, so basically we can do it here as well, but there are certain items that can only be manufactured in zero gravity environment. So let's say if you want to build a semiconductor, and let's say if we build two semiconductors, the first was actually built in a gravity based environment that is on Earth, and one was built in the space. So if you actually see their energy consumption level, then the semiconductor that was actually built in the space will have lesser energy consumption than the one that was actually built on the Earth. So this is the main point which makes it very useful to manufacture in space. So you would be thinking that even if you are able to actually turn raw materials into the finished products in space, then you would have to actually bring those raw materials along with you. So the answer is yes. Similar to how things actually were 3D printed on ISS, so we have to also pay to launch both the space factories and also the raw materials that would be required to actually manufacture the items. So as of now, we won't see any immediate solution to a high cost for moving that material into the space, but let's say in future if we are able to collect raw materials from a near space object like an asteroid, and we could do a space mining on the asteroid, then we can actually create a very great space economy, and also they can be manufactured very cheaply, and very unique products can also be manufactured in the space and then could be delivered down to Earth. So one day might also come that when we are actually building finished product in a very big factory which can be of the size of International Space Station or even more bigger. So in some near future it is not seen to be possible, but yeah, we can say that in 40 to 50 years that can be possible. So the last thing I want to point out is that some of the benefits that these manufacturing in space can help us is that this will help green economy. It will also increase the connectivity and communication with the low earth orbit satellites in space in a great way. The power of space to help society and world economies to respond to the pandemics like this COVID will be also enhanced. Also, commercial transportation vehicles and space stations could be manufactured in these factories as well and at a greater level. Also, asteroid mining and space resources advancements will also be there. Space tourism will also increase, and deep space missions can also be initiated. Also, increasing momentum for space exploration and settlement will also be there. Hence, in a great way, we will be benefiting from all the things. Just one thing that I think is that it may also create some space pollution as well that could hinder the scientists that will be on the earth doing their research about astronomy, or it could actually interfere with some of the equipments that are on the earth that require them to actually take pictures or communicate with some other signals that are coming in and out from the earth orbit and that kind of thing. But still, I think this would be a great opportunity for many investors as well as scientists, and this could be a great thing in future. So I hope you guys liked this, and if you want more such content, then do subscribe to my channel, and till the next video, keep learning and keep watching.
Uncut.